Hi, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Hey, everybody. So, today I thought we should look at the rates at which you charge for a voiceover in South Africa. Now, before I go anywhere, I just want to put it out there. Let me just put a disclaimer to say that these fees are not you might find in your research, you might find slightly different numbers. This is because of the ever-changing times. So what I would charge for a voiceover 2 years ago is not necessarily what I'd charge for a voiceover today. And also what you might be looking at, another factor that might affect what your numbers are showing you, is the duration of your voiceover. So that's very important. I need everybody to just bear in mind that the numbers that I'm playing around with here are subject to change, simply because there's so many other factors that affect how you might end up doing your rate card. So there's something called a rate card, and that is what it's almost like a quotation, but in the industry we call it a rate card. If I come to you and I say, please, can you do a voiceover for me for my radio show for 5 minutes, you need to tell me how much you charge. That's when I will say, okay, can I ask for your rate card? And then you say, my rates are, I charge 300 Rand for a 5-minute voiceover, although that'll be very cheap, and I don't know what you would be thinking, but that's just an example. Let me take this moment to thank you all again for staying and being a family of this channel. If you're new here, welcome to you. I'm Duduzile Masugu, and I do my absolute best to educate anyone and everyone who is trying or who's new in the entertainment industry. I'm what's known as an entry level myself, believe it or not. I've been in the industry now I've been doing work in the industry for the whole of 4 years, isn't it? But recognizable work. I've been making money for 4 years, but I've been an extra on anything and everything you can think of. I've been an extra on commercials, I've been an extra on TV shows, and I've just always loved the entertainment industry. I've always thought that is how I want to labor in this life. Okay, moving right along. Excuse me if you see my eyes going around. There's so many notes here because there's no way I could have memorized all of this information, because I don't need to. I have a rate card. Anyway, let's get into it. So in South Africa, for a typical TV advertisement, which will be for 60 seconds long, 60 seconds is 1 minute, right? And it's going to run for 2 months on that TV. On the TV, rather, we're going to see the ad. Let's say that you're going to work for a company called Duduzile. Duduzile comes to you and says, I have a slot for 60 seconds and I need your voice, and your voice is going to be on the TV for 2 months. You would look around charging something around about 1,550 Rand. 1,550 Rand. This will only be for your voice. This will only be for labor. This will only be for you doing the work. That's another factor that you need to look at. So when we're charging for voiceovers, we're actually not only charging for the voice, we charge for labor separate to the usage. So the 1,550 Rand would be for your labor, and then you will charge an extra 2,260 around, plus minus. Please keep in mind, guys, that these numbers are subject to change because there's so many factors that could affect these numbers. Okay, where you are in South Africa, also how professional are you in a professional studio, because other people just like to work with freelancers. As long as it sounds good enough, they have a technical guy on site who can tweak it and make it sound even nicer, and just use that. I've seen a situation like that. Or maybe you're a brand, you're a big name, people know you, brands know you, therefore there you can charge a little bit higher and slightly higher. Your celebrities are definitely not charging 1,550 Rand for their voice. They're definitely charging more because they don't even go out there looking for this work. So maybe A brand might just say, we like the face of Boiti, for instance. We're going to approach her and say, please come through and let's use your voice because we like that huskiness. Because Boiti has a little bit of a huskiness in her voice, which I love. Can we use your voice? And she'll obviously say, speak to my financial team, and they'll charge, 20 grand. I don't know. I'm just saying. So coming back to the usage. So if a TV commercial for 60 seconds, for 1 minute per script, if there's 3 scripts, 60 seconds, 60 seconds, 60 seconds, you're going to charge 1,550, 1,550, 1,550. And then for them to use, for script number 1, you're going to charge 2260, 2260, 2260. So you see, if you do actually do the work or get a lot of voiceover work, you can make decent money. But if you, let's say for the whole of January, you only get 1 client, 1 script, 1 voiceover job, that means you actually going to be paid only 1,550 for your labor and only 2,260 for the usage of that 1 minute voiceover. So you're looking at a combined 3,800. I think my maths is correct. 3,810 rand. 155 3,810. Yeah, 3,810. I stand to be corrected, plus minus, for a 60-second voiceover in South Africa that is probably going to run for 2 months on a TV screen. Okay. I know it's not much. I know. I definitely think our rate cards could be a little bit better. They could be higher. But when you're on entry level and you're still learning, I think in every industry, if you're an intern, you can't just want to be an intern who gets paid the same money as your superiors or whatever. It works like that. I'm not a celebrity, and I'm a brand. I'm not a household name yet. I'm well on my way there, so I can't be expecting to charge 20 grand. I'm not going to find any work. So in the meantime, just know these numbers, play around with them, do your research, and do your own rate card, and obviously be as professional as you can. That was a TV commercial. Let's move now over to, let's say that TV commercial or the package, they say that they want to use your voice on a TV screen for a TV advert. They also, the same thing is going to be used for their website. Now you charge differently. For their website, you're looking at something like 1,517 rand. And that is for 2 months again, but it's only going to be on the website and not on the TV. So you have charged your 3,810 plus 1,517 for 160-second ad. So it's not bad, but I always say I think it could be better. Let's move over to radio, my favorite. So for a radio drama that's going to run for 2 months straight, for your labor, same 1,550, and the usage on radio unfortunately is a little bit slightly. For radio, it is slightly lower. The usage, it is 950 rand. So for a radio voiceover that is going to run for 60 seconds per script, you would charge your labor at 1,550, and for the usage for that same amount, for the same duration rather, which is 2 months, you're going to charge something like 950 rand, and you're going to end up going home with 2,500 rand. Is that correct? I think so. That is just a little bit of a guide on anybody who's new, anybody who's trying. And remember, guys, when you're going to have a job card, you're going to have a usage card, you're going to do all of this research, all good and well, that you can do this and you can give it to the client and look professional, but can you deliver the professional work? So a lot of brands are not going to take a chance on you. Obviously, you're nobody. Obviously, they don't know you until you can produce professional sounding work, and you are, they can work with you. You are selling yourself, you're out there, and you sound like you can actually do it. So do a little bit more research. The times have changed. I mean, it's 2022, and I think some of these numbers are actually even higher than what I'm I'm giving you right now, like I said in the beginning, it's a guide and it can change anytime. I'm also thinking now for things like TikTok and for things like social media, and now we have influencers, you know, we have people doing a lot of things. So if you have a TikTok following of 3 billion people, and for instance Sunlight wants to work with you, you can easily say to them, I'm going to put this ad to my 3 billion people on TikTok, so I don't think I should charge 1,550 for it, but rather I think you should give me 50,000 rand. And you will be shocked. They will actually give you 50,000 rand and say, please, please come, let's work with you. And so don't see these followers pushing so much to have followings, and don't see us. I'm not even going to put myself out of the bracket, because it really does get you work when you have more than, so a lot of campaigns will say we're looking for somebody who has, for instance, more than 5,000 followers on Instagram, or who has 5,000 followers or friends on Facebook. That's like the limit, right, on Facebook. And the campaign is going to be running for 7 months in the UK, in South Africa, and so and so. So do you see that's a big opportunity? But you don't have that following, you don't have that number of people. So that is why sometimes it feels like our industry is saturated, simply because of those factors. Times are changing and people are just really putting time and money into their content to look sharp. So make sure that you do your research and make sure that you put your all, you literally put your all into your work, so that you are in competition. You can actually compete with these other people who have, somebody has 4 billion followers on TikTok and you only have let's say 900, but you sound a little bit way better. You know, you present yourself better. There's other factors that could get you a job, or that could get you a campaign, or that could get you that 1 gig, you know, an advantage nyana. But just do your research, know these numbers, and I wish you all the best of luck. Okay, happy new year, by the way, to everybody, and let this be the year that you do what you love. Okay.